As GTA Online continues to entertain hundreds of thousands of new fans per year, longtime fans of Rockstar games are feeling left in the dust. It's been 7 years since GTA 5 released, and at this point, fans just want something new. And I'm deeply saddened to announce that just a few days ago, it was discovered that back in 2017, Rockstar Games canceled the development of Bully 2 for a third time to focus on the development of Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 6. So click like right now to pay your respects for Bully 2. Thank you. When the Cayo Perico teaser released in November, fans investigated and discovered that a set of coordinates in the trailer lead to a winding road in the middle of nowhere, Virginia. But if you highlight the road, you get the Roman numerals VI. What do y'all think of that? What I will say is Rockstar has a reason for everything they do. In December 2019, a string of code was found in the game files of Red Dead Redemption 2 that referred to the GTA 6 Project Americas leak from March 2018. Now, if you don't know, in March 2018, the Inside Gaming YouTube channel revealed that they had received an anonymous tip from an insider regarding GTA 6. And the only information given was that it's taking place between Vice City and South America, hence the name Americas. It'll involve drug running and possibly span across multiple decades. While Rockstar hasn't publicly confirmed this leak, and they won't until GTA 6 is officially announced, it has been verified through multiple other sources and evidence, some of which has come from Rockstar Games and Take-Two themselves. Like this document given to a business in Miami, Florida by Rockstar Games in 2019, detailing that a team of scouts hired by Rockstar are touring Miami and the surrounding southern Florida areas for research purposes in regards to an unannounced project. And the last time that Rockstar scouted a city was in 2010, when reports surfaced that Rockstar had sent a team to scout Hollywood and the surrounding areas of Los Angeles, California. And just a little over a year after this, it was announced that we will be returning to Los Santos. It was recently discovered by Derek Leet on the GTA forums that inside the files of Red Dead Redemption 2, there is another alleged line of code that points to GTA 6, this time in the form of 3 different weapons. It's also worth noting that while this discovery is new, this file has been in the game for quite some time. So buried deep inside the file are the strings of code WJ Browning, WJL1A1, and WARAK47, the first being a pistol. Now, this is easy to narrow down, not only because it's in the pistol category, but also because J. Browning in the code is actually referencing John Browning, a weapons designer from the 18 and 1900s, whose most famous designs include the Winchester Model 1886, the Remington Model 1905, and the Colt 1911 pistol. As for the second and third weapon, however, that's a different story. We have the FNFAL and AK-47. These two cannot be explained. There is no variant of either weapon in Red Dead 2 as well. So how does this become relevant to GTA 6? Well, the FAL was produced between 1954 and 1999. And by the mid-1980s, alongside the AK-47, the FNFAL was one of the main weapons used by the Medellin cartel and the Brazilian army. And based on that history lining up with Project Americas and those scripts being found in the files of Red Dead 2, it means at some point a Rockstar developer was running around as Arthur with a modern rifle. So what is Rockstar doing? Well, they're testing out elements from GTA 6 and Red Dead 2, as that is their most recent release, and it utilizes the current version of their existing Rage game engine. If you look back, Rockstar actually did this with Max Payne 3 and Grand Theft Auto 5. Basically, during the development of games, a lot of developers like to overlap their previous games with their new ones to test out new things, and that's what happened with Max Payne 3, when a complete vehicle list for GTA 5 was found in that game's files just a few months before GTA 5 released. In June 2019, a Reddit post surfaced appearing to be a continuation of the aforementioned Project Americas leak from 2018. This time, however, there was a detailed list of leaks, and right off the bat, that's usually a red flag because most leaks won't go into super deep detail. But this leak does, and shortly after being posted and picking up media attention, the author, Jack-O-Lantern1982, deleted the account and the post, leading most of the community to believe this leak to be fake. Until now. I recently revisited this leak after the Cayo Perico update, and guys, I think we're onto something big here. But I need your help to make sure I'm not overthinking this one. This leak details things like GTA 6 being set in the 1970s and 80s, a new large South American area, heavily inspired by the Netflix original Narcos, and even a young Martin Madrazo making a cameo as someone we work for. While Cayo Perico isn't set in the 1970s or 80s, almost every single vehicle released in this update is from that time period, and since 2017, it has been theorized that Rockstar is backporting GTA 6 vehicles into GTA 5 for content, as there was a significant increase in the percentage of classic cars released in updates after 2016. To test this theory, I compared the Grotti Brioso RA, which released in the Cunning Stunts update in July 2016, to the Grotti Brioso 300, which released with Cayo Perico. Albeit both vehicles are from two different eras, the results are conclusive. The newer vehicles, after 2017, have a much higher quality, updated badges, the interiors are very detailed now, alongside the attention to detail in the engine bays, and even the trunk textures are smoother. And if you haven't noticed yet, when I mention anything remotely related to Grand Theft Auto 6, I always instantaneously follow it up with evidence and proof of Rockstar Games doing similar things in the past. Albeit Cayo Perico isn't located in South America, it is located in the Caribbean Sea. We know this based on in-game dialogue, and while the island itself isn't inspired by the Netflix original Narcos, it is based on a combination of two different areas in real life that the show Narcos is based on. The runway section of Cayo Perico is inspired by Cayo Norman. Located in the Caribbean Sea, Norman's Cay was the HQ of Carlos Letter's drug smuggling operation from 1978 to 1982. As for the rest of the island, it's inspired by Hacienda Nápoles, a luxurious estate built and owned by Pablo Escobar that is located deep in Medellín, Colombia. Everything from the airport entrance to El Rubio's mansion are all inspired by Pablo Escobar. Over the years, Martin Madrazo has been a key figure in many fan-made GTA stories. He fits that narrative perfect with his intimidating nature, and he's also the leader of a whole cartel. So if he appears in GTA 6 as his younger self, like rumored, I'm sure we're going to see a soft, wimpy side to Martin that turns him into the powerful man that we know him as in GTA 5. But because it's impossible to work for a young version of Martin Madrazo in GTA Online, we are instead introduced to
Madrazo 2.0, bro.
That's right, his son Miguel, who makes his debut appearance not wanting us to do hits on other gangs, but fly to another country essentially to do a hit on a rival cartel who apparently has
decades worth of intel on my family.
Keyword in that being decades. So if you just take that word and run with it and go back to Project America's young Madrazo, 70s and 80s, decades worth of intel, I want to theorize is that the biggest ever GTA Online update will actually be just a small, minor throwback Stranger and Freak side quest in GTA 6. But whether or not this is a major coincidence that somehow happened almost exactly how a leak states Rockstar's next game is going to happen, or Rockstar just decided to create a GTA Online update based on this leak, I think there's more than enough conclusive evidence to safely say that GTA 6 Project Americas is going to happen. But as for the rest of the details in this leak, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think it confirms all of this info? Or do you not buy any of this information at all? I'm going to read through every comment. Click like if you enjoyed, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side.